Okay, so hello again. We're doing more cards today, but today we have Hololive cards. And actually, there's a reason why I have this set specifically. It is because I don't have one specific favorite from Hololive or Oshi, depending on how y'all choose to do that. I know some people that'll just say favorite, some people that'll say Oshi, but my Oshi is Hoshomari, and there is a couple of really nice Hoshomari cards in this set. Now, unfortunately, it's a little bit of an older set, so I had to order these online. I was not able to find these at a card shop. Actually, the Ayakashi Vermilion box that I had before in the little update video that I posted not too long ago, that is the one time I have actually found Hololive cards at a card shop. So I took advantage. I did also order a starter box for Hoshomari. Let me see if I can find that. Here we go. I have the little starter box. And then if y'all would like to stick around to the end, I have something a little extra special that I can show off that I got from a card shop. I'm not gonna give anything. I'm not necessarily gonna give anything away, but the card shop that I got it from was running a promo where if you bought some of they called them original packs, there was a chance that you could get inside the pack that would, stuck to one of the common cards would be this little sticker that basically was like, oh, you won XYZ, and some of the prizes you could get ranged from special cards to rarer cards to even just a booster box like this. So there was a few different things you could get, and I bought two of those little quote-unquote original packs, and I got something special. So yeah, stick around to the end and I can show you what that is. But we have a whole bunch of these. I will admit, I am looking. There is one very specific card I am hoping to get. Whether or not I get that card or not, we shall see. Let me move I have a little baggie next to me here that I put the wrappers in, because these I don't know if the garbage guys would take these just in the regular burnable trash. I think these are technically like foil. Oh, they're plastic. Okay, so I gotta remember to put them in with plastic. Because, courtesy of living in Japan, I have to quite regularly. Oh, not the card I'm looking for, but there's my Oshi. Because I live in Japan, I have to quite regularly. Oh, yeah, I'll admit, I purposefully tried to get this set because when I looked online, I looked at the card list they have on their website, and I literally just searched the name Marin. Was just kind of like, oh, what set has a lot of her? And this one does. Quintet Spectrum. There's apparently more than a few Marin cards in here. There's also a couple other ones that... Ooh, the Okami Mio. There's also a few other cards that I mean, let's be blunt. I'm not gonna say no to any of these. Oops, trash. Yeah. So, I also, I'm sure it's probably not gonna surprise some people that I'm a VTuber fan. It's probably not gonna come as the Noel. Look at that. That's one of the full arts. It's probably not going to come as too much of a surprise to probably quite a few people that I'm a VTuber fan. As far as the ones I watch the most, sorry, let me just shift in my chair a little bit. I actually don't watch the Hololive ones quite as much. The vast majority of them are streaming during my working hours, which of course that makes it a little tricky to actually watch that. And a lot of the ones that don't stream during my working hours, by the time I get home from work and everything, I only have so much time before I need to be in bed asleep. So I don't get to watch them quite as much as I would like. So when it comes to the Hololive VTubers, I'm very much reliant on the clippers to kind of stay in the loop. Which, on the one hand, like, it's nice that there's the clippers everywhere, but on the other hand, it kind of sucks because I do feel a little left out. But it could be worse. I have a really good friend of mine. His Oshi is Fubuki. Maybe I can talk him into getting these two. But actually, as far as the VTubers that I get to watch the most, a lot of it actually, even for a lot of the like English ones, I'm very reliant on the clippers. Again, just because of work schedule and whatnot. But another VTuber that I enjoy watching when I can is Henya. She's quite fun. Also, like a lot of her friends, like Iron Mouse. That's another one I like to watch when I can. There was an Australian one that I know of. I'm still in their Discord, actually, that went by the name Sia. But they have since gone on a, I don't want to call it a hiatus per se, because, like, she still streams, like, when there's time and whatnot, but as far as, like, yeah, because I actually, I put together in the Discord, we referred to it as The Thing, after it was made clear that they were going to be going out on hiatus. Oh, look at that Narissa. That's nice. When it became clear that Sia was not going to be regularly streaming anymore, I took it upon myself to put a little video together. It's actually privated on my channel here, so, or excuse me, not privated, unlisted. But essentially, I took basically a bunch of clips from the stream, because that was one of the streams that I actually got to, like, take part in as well. But basically, and then I reached out to other people in the server and was like, hey, what are some of your favorite clips? Give me a link. And I threw them all together in my editing software, put together a little bit of a, I guess you could call it a farewell video. Yeah, that was a little bit of an ordeal. It wasn't difficult, it was just definitely time consuming. But the reaction that we got from her on stream was 100% worth it. Alright, this is the last pack of box number 1. But yeah, that was kind of nice, getting to just put that together. I took it completely upon myself, and I initially reached out to one of the moderators, and they had outright told me that they would have been happy to give me like access to the like the channel outright, but that would have, of course, raised a massive red flag and made it very obvious that something was going on. So we kept it solely within my DMs, where basically I just reached out to the different people in the server, and most everybody I reached out to was able to get me something. Then we put that together. That was a good time. That was... Oh, wow, that was almost a year ago. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's scary. That was almost a year ago now. That was back in, I think, July of last year. Because I remember I was in Nagoya. I was in Nagoya for work at the time. I was on a 3-month assignment at the time. So I did it, did what I could with what I had that I brought with me to the temporary apartment that I was staying in. I'd 100% do that again, if I can. Although I will admit it did make it a lot easier that there was a lot of people that were responsive. Oh, that's neat. The Ollie. Look at that. See, I keep seeing a lot of money, but not. There's a very specific card I'm trying to see if I can get. I'm willing to bet it's probably not going to happen, but I can hope, can't I? So yeah, I thought about taking that video that I put together off of what's it called, unlisting, so that other people can actually see it. But admittedly, I think the fact that it's just kind of in that community and it's unique to us, I think that makes it more special. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe if a lot of people really want me to put it out there, I can. It wouldn't be difficult. It would just be a matter of pushing one button, telling it to not be unlisted and to be publicly available. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. No guarantees or promises, though. Ooh. Did I get one of these earlier? Am I stupid? Is my brain not working? Probably. Let's be real. My brain is mush. I will admit as well, this is a bit of a sidetrack now. I love that the Japanese trading cards like this, they all have the little rip strip, so you can just open it instead of having to fiddle around trying to tear it or anything. You can just pull the little notch and just open it. That makes things so much easier, because instead of having to screw, do this and really rip it, just that little notch, and then boom. I love that. Excuse me. I apologize for that. Ooh, look at that. That's Ina, right? Yeah, I think that's Ina. Or am I crazy? Pretty sure. My brain. I'm just... This is what I get for doing this at just shy of 10 at night. Which I know to a lot of people is not very late. But for me, I generally am in bed by about 11:30, and I'm up by about... Oh! That's nice. And I'm up by... Sorry, got a little distracted there. I'm up by about 7:30. when I'm long distance, if I'm staying out of a hotel rather than a temporary apartment, generally I'm pretty close to my assignment location, so I can leave at like 10:30 and still get there on time. So that means I can sleep until like 9 o'clock. Although, whenever I was staying out of the hotel, I'd usually still be up by about 8 instead. But that was because there was only 2 hotels that I was given a room where they did not provide breakfast. Like, breakfast wasn't included in the plan. So with those ones, I would let myself get up a little bit later and just grab something on the way in. Last pack of box number 2. But if the hotel had breakfast, I would usually be up, usually around 8. Get up, go downstairs, go get a nice big breakfast, and then go back upstairs. We got one of these earlier. Go back upstairs, take a shower, get ready to go for the day. Okay, that's box number 2 down. We got one more. It's a quick run through. I am definitely willing to bet that the specific card that I'm looking for is not going to be in here. I will not say no to the cards I've gotten, but yeah, I'll admit there's a specific card I'm hunting for. I probably put it on screen at some point earlier, and if I didn't, I'll do it right now. But yeah, I'm willing to bet the one I'm looking for is not here. Oh, what was that? Oh, my water bottle fell. Oh well. It's empty anyway. No big deal. It didn't spill nothing. Oh, that's neat with the effect. Okay. Oops, I just totally hit the camera. Not bad. Also, I will admit it is rather warm in here. It got pretty hot outside today, so it is unfortunately also rather warm in my room. One downside to living in the concrete jungle that is Tokyo. The concrete absorbs the heat really well. That's why if I get the chance, I actually would love to do is buy one of the Akiya, the like abandoned houses, fix it up real nice, and then live in that. Oh, sorry. The property taxes and whatnot on the Akiya houses are generally lower, and depending on where you go, I've seen some municipalities where they'll just outright waive the property tax, or there's others where, like, if you're planning on like moving into the house and actually living out of it, they'll like give you a grant to help with like moving costs and whatnot. It's insane. So I'll admit, if given the chance, I would actually like to move back down to Kyushu. When I first moved to Japan, that was where I lived. I lived in the Oita prefecture, and I would be rather keen to go back down there if given the opportunity. For the moment, it makes more sense for me to stay here in the Tokyo area. I wouldn't mind moving a little bit more suburban, just to try to be able to get a bigger apartment, but we shall see. I also would not be opposed to moving to a different like metro area, as far as I wouldn't be opposed to moving to more closer to like Nagoya, or maybe even Osaka or Kyoto. Or, well, actually, if I were to live in Osaka or Kyoto, I actually might try to live a little closer to Kobe and then just commute. I guess it would depend on my job situation. If the commuting like that is not super feasible, then I will not try to force anything. No point in making myself unnecessarily miserable just to save a few bucks on the commute, right? At least I wouldn't think so. Okay. Alright, we're down to the last 3. Can I find the very specific Hoshomari card I'm looking for? Probably not, but darn it, we're gonna try anyway. I think we got one of these earlier as well. Alright, not in this one. Alright, last 2. Let's see. God, I love that there's the rip strip. That sounds so stupid, but that is so handy having that. Oh, that's a really nice art. It's not what I'm looking for, but it's definitely nice art. Alright, we're down to the very last pack that I have of this. And even when I looked online, these ones were harder to find. I'm guessing it was a relatively popular set. I didn't pay that much more than the MSRP. I only paid, it was like $10 over. So, like, I didn't get scammed or anything. Oh, that's not the card we're looking for, but that's definitely a good pull. Well, if nothing else, that's one of my upper tier favorites for the English division. I'm certainly not going to complain. Okay, well, surprise, surprise, didn't get the exact card that I was looking for. I knew my odds were not so great. It's one of the like really rare ones, but a man can dream, can he not? But I did say that I had something else. So recently I went to, I think I explained it earlier, but I'll explain it again. Went to a card shop. Was looking to see if they, well, in truth, I was looking to see if they happen to have boxes of this, because there's a couple card shops I've been to where they had some of the older sets like this, not this one specifically, but I went and looked and they didn't have it, but they did have they called it Golden Week original packs, where it was kind of like a lot of card shops actually do something like that, where they'll have quote-unquote original packs, where it's basically just, here's a couple bulk cards and maybe something that's, well, they usually have something that's at least kind of good in there to want you to get you to actually buy it. But the place that I went to, it was, I can't remember the exact name of the card shop. Actually, let me see. I think I might have, it was Karorabo, out of the Akihabara Radio Kaikon building. And out of their Golden Week packs, they had, you had a chance to get, it was just this little piece of paper that they had stuck to the common cards. And if you went back to the shop with that little piece of paper and gave it to the staff, you would then exchange it for whatever prize it said. And I got this. I have no idea if this is worth a lot of money or anything. Probably not worth too horribly much. At least I would assume. I don't know. But like this was, like you could get cards like this where it's in like the, actually, and I can take it out of the, hold on 1 second. Maybe not. What you can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's in like the hard plastic. Like I can't like bend it. It's in like the hard plastic casing. You can get different cards like these, or they also had where you could get some of the more recent boxes. But unfortunately, we didn't get what we were looking for today. Maybe next time. And speaking of next time, have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is for you, wherever you are out there in the big wide world. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.